Hey, love you, Sarah. Well, welcome. As you can see, you know, the holiday season's in full swing. And I heard your son did a little something to end up on Santa's naughty list. What was that? What was that? Go ahead, tell that story.
I checked my email.
Okay.
There's an email from the teacher.
Uh-oh.
It says, hi, parents. You know, we did this spelling test, and this is what we're doing in math and science, and it's, like, super detailed. And then it says, I just feel like as a confidence-building exercise, if the kids could earn 5 wins in Fortnite, I think they might come back tomorrow just a little better rested, and so if they could spend some time doing that, that would be great. And then I, like, open the email address, and I'm looking at it, and he's, like, created an email that could be the teacher's email address.
I like that.
It was the detail of the email and the fact that he was like wanted it to be a confidence-building exercise.
Oh my God! Hold on, how old is he?
He's 12.
He's 12.
And his cousin is in the class, so he also made sure to email my sister as well, so that there would be continuity.
Oh my word!
I'm telling you, this is a sign of genius. You should embrace this. This is an enterprising young kid.
I don't think we can punish him for that.
No, I let him play a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, very smart.
You live in Canada. Your kids, of course, will have to play hockey. They play hockey. But I understand that you started playing hockey as well, right? In a mom's league?
Well, which I have no business doing. I did not grow up on ice skates, and my kids play hockey, and I was like, I just want to be able to go and, you know, do stick and puck with them.
Yeah.
And so a sport to learn in your 40s on a hard surface is not a good idea. So yes, I decided to join a mom's hockey team, and I came back from the first lesson, and I said to my son, I was like,
I like that.
I said to my son, I was like, Charlie, can you please take me and teach me how to stop? Because that seems like it's an important skill for this particular one. Because we grew up more in our family just in the arts and doing dance. And so, like, I'm behind on all of it. The lingo, like, I'll be like, when are the hockey auditions? And where's the outfit? The hockey auditions are running. He's like, it's not an outfit, Mom. It's a uniform. Right, got it.
But, okay, we heard you recently had a very dramatic encounter with Canadian wildlife. What happened?
Probably one of the most significant experiences of my life. I was in my backyard reading a script, and my dog is screaming and barking, running by, and there's 2 fluffy things, and I'm thinking, but I only have 1 fluffy thing, and I get up, and I lean around the corner, and I come face to face, I'm not exaggerating, this close to a skunk spraying butt, mid-spray, it's right here, and I'm just staring into it. And I'm like, what is happening right now? And so by the time I process it and kind of pull away, it's quite wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have the record for being sprayed at the nobody's going to find themselves that close to a butt when it's spraying. Like, that's not going to happen. So it's quite painful. Like, I'm rinsing out my eyes. And while I was doing that, the one rule, if any of you ever have a skunking incident, is don't let your dog inside the house, and then everything will be fine. But while I'm rinsing out my eyes, the dog is trying to get the oil off her, and she runs and she rolls in every bed and every couch in the entire house, trying to get this skunk oil off of her.
So it's bathing in tomato juice. Is that not true?
Okay, so I've done a deep dive, obviously.
I want to hear about this.
I know all of the things, so anyone can call me. I got all the hookups. There's like a Dawn dish soap mixed with baking soda mixed with, like, you do this whole mixture. Okay. But what ended up happening was everything in the house took on the smell. And so we brought everything outside because sunlight helps, and then there was like a system that was like a Tide soaking bath, and then a vinegar soaking bath, and then the lunch. So it was like the biggest clean out, because you had to be like, does this spark enough joy to go through this, and then this, and then this, and then see if maybe by chance the smell is out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Crazy.
All right.
I don't know, how do I smell?
We got a lot to talk about with Sarah, including Firefly Lane, which is amazing. We'll talk to Sarah Chalke when we come back. More on that.
And we're back with the sweet-smelling Sarah.
Cute. truth.
Yeah, very much so. So, okay, the first season ended on a cliffhanger where Tully and Kate are no longer on speaking terms. But I want to know, how soon will we find out what happened and what else is coming up?
Okay, so you do find out what happened. You find it out. The mystery kind of unfolds as the episodes go on, and it's juicy. And I was so curious personally what it was going to be, like what could possibly break up this unbreakable bond. So I'm curious to see what everyone's going to think.
Wait.
I'm glad you didn't fail.
Yeah. Okay. Now, speaking of this bond, this show, you guys, if you have not watched Firefly Lane, you need to binge season 1 tonight so you're ready for season 2. So good. And you and Katherine Heigl are so great in it. Your friendship is so great. The bond, it's like the heart of the show. Were you worried about the chemistry that you two would have? How did that come together? Was it instant? Because it's what the show's all about. Everyone wants a friend like you guys.
I just feel so lucky because I feel like always it's nice if you get along with who you're working with, but especially in a show like this where you're playing these best friends who have been best friends for life. And she'll be a friend for life. We loved each other and we laughed every day. And we'd actually spoken before the show. We have a mutual friend who put us in touch. She was coming up to shoot the show, and I live up there and have kids, and so we were chatting about where could she put her kids in school and what could work, and we just really hit it off, and that was sort of before I had gotten the part, and I just felt so lucky. It was one of those really unicorn situations where all the pieces just came together. And
It makes it easier.
And more fun. And more fun. You're there for so many hours every day, and we laughed every day.
Yeah.
Tell us what is going on with Katie and Johnny. Are things heating up?
I can't tell you what happens, but you see so much of them and how they fell in love in the 80s, and then you see them in the 90s when they have little Mara. So it's they have a lot going on this season.
I just like that you are a vault. You only say just enough. Right, am I right?
She's not giving away anything.
Right, you're not giving away anything, but that makes you want to watch it even more.
That's why you got to binge watch. If you haven't seen, you got to binge watch.
I actually have one question. When you guys were that close and you were doing that scene, can we see that for a second? That photo again of Katie and Johnny.
Jerry's gonna dissect.
Did you smell like skunk that day? Is there a skunkish odor?
And if you did, he's a great actor.
Ben Lawson's very talented, so I think you're gonna have to ask him that question because I don't actually know. I think when you get sprayed, although I have very honest sisters, so very quickly I was like, guys, just what's going on here? But I do remember asking Ben on the first day. I told him the story, and I was like, so I'm doing my best. There's been a lot of baking soda and all the things.
You were talking about it. You were saying that the show spans 3 decades, and there are 2 actresses who play the teenage versions of Kate and Tully. You two are dangerously similar. How so?
Yes. Wow. So, Ali Scobie, who plays young Tully, and Rowan Curtis, who plays young Kate, they're both so ridiculously talented, and we had such a good time with them. We didn't often get to act with them, but we'd spend time off camera with them. And Rowan and I are kind of the same person, and we both have this one weird thing in common that neither of us have ever lost a Limbo competition. And so as soon as people heard that, they're like, okay, we're definitely having Limbo at the wrap party.
Yeah.
So I injure my ankle every time.
Ooh.
And I can't.
How low can you go?
You can say no.
Yeah.
So I cannot do it. If there's Limbo happening, I think it's because I did not make any team sport. And I understand this is not an athletic situation that's happening. But for me, I'm like, I can't. So I keep injuring my ankle doing it. Every time I go to the physical therapist, they're like, how'd you do it? And I'm like, Limbo again.
A win is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. No matter how you get it.
Sometimes you need one.
Yeah.
Oh
Great.
God.
Shorty got low.
Very low. Very
Low.
Sarah, so awesome having you here with us. Thank you so much. The second season of Firefly Lane premieres this Friday on Netflix. We will be right back.